Hey everybody, before the video starts, we want to showcase the new stand Smashing Pumpkin, which is a limited edition Halloween stand. It's obtained by Rebirth only. The stand is actually very viable, but it has a high skill cap. Lots of people say that it isn't the greatest, but in my opinion, it's pretty viable if you use it properly. First off, let's get into its abilities. E is basically a rush that pulls people in towards you, but it does very low damage, but on the bright side, it's infinitely usable. You can hold it forever. Next up is R, which combos very well with E. You can pull people towards a wall, and then you can press R, and it stuns them up against the wall and doubles the damage that you did with the original R, like impact damage. Next up is T, which removes their head and makes them incapable of attacking, and does an extra bleeding damage, but they can still move around freely. Next up is Y, which is a very spammable teleport move. It always has a set distance that you go, and you can basically press this as many times as you want, and it teleports in the direction that you're holding. So if, for example, if you're holding left, you teleport left. You're holding right, you teleport right. Next up is F, which is a move that you can use very much for finishers, and it's a very high power range move. As you can see, the pumpkins do knock back their opponent, but if you can actually predict where they're going to be knocked back to, it works out. Also, here's a showcase of the T move on someone when you take off their head. Next up, we're going to get into basically useful strategies and tips for it. For example, animation cancels. Jackatran's going to show this one off.
Alright guys, so for Smashing Pumpkin, animation cancels, the first strategy you would want to use is really to get used to your Y ability, which is the teleport, as it's a fixed distance and is very much useful for animation canceling, as you can channel your ability as you teleport, similar to this, which is really useful in fights, especially against other Smashing Pumpkins, which you see me use in the video quite often. It's also useful for, let's say, head chopping, if I could land it. It's also good for the push, yeah, like that. You got the push, which also has the animation cancel, like that, but you have to get used to the specific range distance on it. As for your actual combos, as a Smashing Pumpkin, your goal is to burst them as fast as possible. So you want to start with a push, head decapitation, and to finish them off, you would use your F move, which is the projectile. So it would look something like this. This will kill. However,
one heavy downside though is the cooldowns. The cooldowns on the F move is very long, painfully long at that.
Yeah.
The R move also has a somewhat long cooldown, but the T move, though it's very fast, it also has a very low cooldown. Same with Y, as I stated. See, F still isn't up. For stats, I personally would recommend 750 endurance and 1250 power. That's personally what I would recommend, but if you find something that works better, use that.
As for stand level stats, we highly recommend you try out going 10 pot, as it just works great with Smashing Pumpkin's kit being high burst damage, and the fact that it already has good speed and doesn't really have that many attacks that utilize it.
The Smashing Pumpkin that you're seeing us use now is full pot, and as you can see, if it's wreck, it actually has decent speed. But if you're really one of those people that really need speed on their stand, just go at least, at max, 8 pot 2 speed. But we recommend 10 pot more, because as you can see, every move in its kit is extremely fast. And some of them don't even require speed. Well, most of them don't at that.
Alright, let's go.
You ready to kill this entire server?
Ah!
Aerosmith moment.
Aerosmith moment. Ow.
That SPP hurts.
Yes, I can tell.
He has okay resilience too.
Resil that. Just kidding. You do not win this. Oh,
Oh my god!
get him!
The guy's getting bullied.
Look at him. He's gonna start running. Now he's dead.
Zachary Marr is more like Zachary dead. What? Bop!
Don't worry.
That guy right
I'll
there.
remove his
That guy.
Now
Yeah.
he's useless. Give him a taste of his own meds. Oh, now he's dead. Oh dear. What is happening? Oh. Just him. I can do that too. That's why he's dead.
The time erase noise, just start hiding from the fucking killer, King Queen. Yep, there it is.
Oh, I'm dead. I heard the. Oh wait, never mind.
Wow, my head. You think you can... Boy!
King or queen?
Stardust.
Do not run from me. Do not run from me. I will. Your ass is mine. Come here. That's why you're dead. No head! Oh. He's trying to duel me! He's dead. That's nice.
I'm sick of you zooming like a fly. This is the counter to bashing bumpkins.
Bashing bumpkins, bashing bumpkins. Oh god, oh fuck.
Oh my fucking god! Oh my god!
Yo! You're dead!
Yes! Oh.
Oh.
Let me guess. You're home?
It was. And it was beautiful. Titan was like most.
You actually know that you can get away with skeletons in your closet.